கடந்த இன்டர்வியூல you said it will be pertinent if AIADMK joins the NDA. In just few days they did join.
No, that's what I wish for it, because I feel you need so I need two strong groups to create a balance. I think politics should never be one-sided. You need a countermeasure and you need a counter force. I think that's very, very essential in politics for a very balanced governance.
Do you think NDA is strong in Tamil Nadu from your assessment?
I think whatever I had seen from if you ask me from Madurai experience perspective, I think it looks quite solid and strong. After that,
NDA.
NDA.
But however, your name gets taken in Tamil Nadu every other day. One reason is because of Mr.
Maybe
Vijay's
it's
entry.
Mr. Vijay,
It's your trajectory and his are often compared. ஏன்னா இங்க நிறைய மாடல் இருக்குல்ல. There is an NTR model, there is a Pawankalyan model, there is a Chiranjeevi model. Which do you think can work for him?
You cannot apply one size fits all. What fits here and doesn't might not work there. I think they have to evolve their own strategies for what is relevant to that particular time period and that particular domain. So I feel, and one thing is, repeatedly, no matter, even I was saying recently in a previous meeting also, no matter who, whether you could be a big star, you could be a novice, maybe an aspirant youngster, I think you should stick around.
Stick around?
You have to stick around. And second thing is, you have to have you should be able to think on your own. You have to have your own decision making or decisive making process, I think, and also connect with people. You have to understand every pain and every issue at a first hand level. That's what I did. This I learned from Gandhiji. So when Gandhiji came from South Africa, he traveled around length and breadth of India to understand what is the pulse of India. So for me, what I did was right from 2007, straight away went into people. So that's how I understood, that's how I grasped, apart from reading, apart from taking suggestions from elders, apart from taking a lot of inputs from brilliant minds. But a leader should have to have his own experience, first-hand experience. I think that's very essential, which always, even time to time, I keep doing it.
அந்த பாதையிலேயே வந்திருக்கீங்க. You have traversed that journey. திரு விஜயோடைய அரசியல் நம்பிக்கை தருதா? Is he pressing the right buttons?
I think it's a bit difficult from my side to say my opinion on where. If I would have been completely in Tamil Nadu, then my opinion would be different. But from my side, I think it takes. I think to establish a political party, to take it forward, takes a lot of struggle. It's not going to be easy. That I can say.
Strength and time.
Strength, struggle, and time. You have to give enough time. You have to give at least minimum a decade and a half.
ஒரு முன்னத்தியரா இந்த பாத்தை டிராவல் பண்ணவருங்கிற அடிப்படையில் என்ன அட்வைஸ் கொடுப்பீங்க அவருக்கு?
I don't advise, but what I can normally, what I would, if anyone asks me, I said you have to stick around. You have to go through the crisis. Don't try to shrug off anything. You be in the moment, whether irrespective of failure or success. You have to stick around. That's it.
ஒரு வாரமா உலா வந்துட்டு இருக்கிற செய்தி, you have advised him to join the NDA.
இன்னும் அது நான் கேள்விப்பட்ட, அது நான் எதுக்கு அந்த மாதிரி வந்துச்சுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல.
Have you spoken to him?
No. We met a long time back, but maybe I was doing, I don't know, almost 20-25 years back I met him, not recently.
In the recent past, அவர்
No.
invite பண்ணீங்களா, பேசுனீங்களா?
No. Maybe we might have some, because of producers, maybe my producers might be something like that. That kind of connection might be there, but not between us.
பட் கடந்த ஒரு வாரமா வர செய்தின்னா, திரு அமித்ஷா உங்கள்கிட்ட பேசினார்னோ, you had requested Vijay, this might be the right path to take.
அந்த பேச்சு எதுக்கு வந்திருக்குன்னு தெரியல எனக்கு. I don't know. You should.
You have not spoken to him, you have not invited him to the NDA.
No.
You have not advised him to be a part of NDA. But would you give that public appeal? Do you think NDA is the place for him?
I don't know what about, see, a decision of an alliance. I mean, alliance is all about, not just about a leader, it's also about his entire support group, his party members. I think they take a collective decision, not just about one individual. Not in that context, I will never say.
In this given circumstances, இன்னைக்கு ஒரு new entrant-ஆ வரும்போது, is it wise to go alone or choose an alliance? Seeing his trajectory ஒரு macro view பார்க்கும்போது.
I think it depends on how he wants it to be. So, for example, my brother, when he did the PRP, sorry, when my brother did PRP, he went alone. There was no alliance, nothing. A lot of alliance situations came, but he went alone. He gained around 18 seats and some good 21% or 19% vote share. When I came, when I launched the party, I didn't have much time. I just launched 1 month or 2 months before. So I took a call not to contest. But at the same time, I was in alliance. So that was, one size fits all strategy advice pandamaniya. Like what happened to me might not suitable for him. I think he should evolve his own methods, maybe going alone or going with an alliance, I don't know. But definitely with NDA, it didn't happen. There is no such proposal from my side.
From your side. I see. But handling crisis is a very important aspect of politics. Do you think he's handling the crisis? நீங்க கரூர் crisis நாடு முழுக்க பார்த்திருப்பீங்க. His film Jananayagan is facing an issue.
See, for example, okay, let me come to Karur crisis. Jananayagam, I feel the issue is, I think it was not handled well at a censor board level. See, for example, they're blaming NDA.
Yeah.
See, I feel it's not right. The reason I tell you, for example, my film OG, they had given A certificate. So my producer's approach is, including my director, sir, you are a part of NDA, but they had given A certificate. I said, you have created a lot of violence in it, and you are expecting a US certificate. I said, how come? I said, just because I am known to them, just because I'm a part of it, they cannot make it flexible, not tailor-made for me. I said, the rule is a rule. Then they approached for research, what do you call it, recensoring, to apply for to go for a UA. But they didn't listen. The censor board didn't listen.
Despite you being a deputy chief minister.
I didn't, first of all, I didn't call. I told my producers, I said, if they had given...
political interferences irukadhu illaya. That's the opposition. Rahul Gandhi criticism.
See, that is one wrong concept. Because I am a classic example. I'm not saying it out of thin air. I'm saying I'm a... எனக்கு நடந்திருக்குல்ல. See, when A certificate is given to OG, definitely I lose a good amount of audience, good amount of market share. But I said, we cannot force, I cannot use my connections. Even if I use my connections, I can approach them as they'll say. Simply they say, so let us not mix this and that. They will say.
Do you think it's not mixed? CBFC is also politicized.
See, they made a mistake. I personally feel
it's weaponized.
Because who gave them an opportunity? If censor says A certificate, the best thing is, I'm also an actor. I know my films also get censors. Even one of my film, I did one particular lyric, they had to change, which I did in my direction. In the same way, they should not have gone for court. That's what I feel.
Court legalized.
See, the problem is what they had. How can you blame NDA government? You can't blame NDA government. The problem is, you are court. If you would not have gone to court, then that's a different story.
இதுல இன்னொரு விமர்சனம் வந்து இப்போ இந்த CBFC மாதிரி CBI-யும் weaponize பண்ணிருக்காங்க. They're using it to armed ways to bring to an alliance or for political benefits. Don't you think so? The timing is very conspicuous. ஒரு பக்கம் இந்தியா அலையன்ஸுக்கு அழைப்பு இருக்கு, இன்னொரு பக்கம் CBI விசாரணை.
I don't know about that aspect, but I can speak only from film, because I was parallelly, I had just a few months before I had gone through it.
You've gone through the same.
I had gone
You
through the
also
same. They
had
had
to.
given A certificate. Then I said, after some time, they said they tried for UA, and I said, and even certain officials they behave differently. It has got nothing to do with the ministry. It has nothing to do with
Politically.
politically. Sometimes an individuals take a very different stand altogether. நம்ம எதுவுமே பண்ண முடியாது சார்.
நார்மலி கஸ்டமரிலி ஏபொலிட்டிக்கல் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் இப்ப பொலிட்டிசைஸ் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. உதாரணத்துக்கு சிபிஐ, இடி இதெல்லாமும் பொலிட்டிக்கல் ரெல்ம்குள்ள
Really,
ரொம்ப
sir,
நிறைய.
if you take from Mr. Vijay's meeting only, and I think a lot of complaints were there, no? Even police don't give me permission, something like that.
With the state government.
See, even for me, அது நடந்துட்டே இருக்கும். But இது, I don't see CAB has been weaponized in this aspect. I feel for example, CBI பத்தி நீங்க கேக்குறீங்களா? Who approached we need CBI? The two things happen in Jananayagam case. I think Jananayagam பத்தி என்ன சொல்லிருக்காங்க? I said they approached
The court.
So once it goes into court, when you have a release, once it goes into, you don't know what are the dynamics happen there. We don't know. At the same time, when Karur incident happened, who want CBI intervention? It is they themselves asked.
They sort of said they didn't want the local investigation.
They don't want the local police, the state police. They want the CBI intervention.
SIT கேட்டாங்க, court gave us CBI.
Okay, so in which way, I said, without asking me, how did in which way you can blame NDA government there? When I myself asked for some other than the state police, I wanted someone unnoru yaravadu pannum, either state or CBI. They went for CBI. I think they asked for CBI. I think that's what it happened. So when something happens, definitely the process will stop. Irrespective whether you're a friend, you're a foe, you're a family, it doesn't matter.